These are my girls, Priscilla, Chelsea, and Marissa. And that's me, Jay Carter. You can find me teaching a class, meeting downtown with a client, or even on a red carpet interviewing a celebrity. What do I and these ladies all have in common? We are all beautiful, educated, opinionated, and dare I say it, lawyers. That's right, don't let the good looks fool you. We all have Juris Doctorates, and if you push us, we know how to use them. We are all building our mini empires in the nation's capital, with a very attractive couple in the White House that both happen to be lawyers, and living in a city that is turning into the it city to live in, with plenty of opportunities to succeed professionally and, of course, fall in love. I met Bisla at New York Law School, where we attended school together, and we have been inseparable since. Bisla is sassy, classy, and keeps it real, even when I don't want her to. Bisla, like me, is also originally from DC, is an attorney by day, an events planner by night, seeking to leave her legal career and launch an event planning and design firm. Bisla introduced me to Marissa, who is a daughter of a judge and owner of her own private practice that specializes in intellectual property law. She's never caught without a pair of heels on, as she's always seen dashing off to be by the side of her fashion designer clients and being asked to speak on fashion law panels. She does this all while balancing her alter ego, Simone Butterfly, that is an animated fashion investigator that is featured on her own published blog and a column with the DC area newspaper. Last, but certainly not least, Chelsea is a former pageant buddy of mine who beat me out as Miss DC International after my reign as Miss DC Galaxy. But there is no bad blood here. She's everything I would want in a friend. Funny, beautiful, sincere, and ambitious. This Georgia Peach is a government attorney by day, but a socialite by night, frequently seen in the DC social scene, modeling and singing at high-profile events. I love my girls and our crazy, legally fabulous lives in the city. I'm Jahan Carter. I go by Jay Carter. I'm also known as now as a lawyer who also produces. I currently focus on producing with news segments with Channel 9. I've done that for a couple of years with their online website. I'm no longer with Channel 9. I've actually grown to do my own entertainment blog with the entertainment scene in DC and also the philanthropic scene by the name of the Hollywood Spotlight. So if I were to describe my blog, I would say it's TMZ meets the Washington Post with the style and feel of E. Obviously it's out of DC, so that's why I call it Hollywood with a P, Spotlight. And we always spotlight at least one story a day about the entertainment and media scene in DC.
So today, something really cool that's happening is that, so Betsy Garcia, one of my clients, sent me an email and she asked me if I wanted to participate in this photo shoot that she was doing. She was looking for 5 or 6 power women who are, doing wonderful things in DC, and she thought about me. I was very flattered. So today we're going to go to the Graham Hotel, which is in Georgetown. It's a boutique place. So we're up on the roof, and the last thing that they want to do is they want to do us sort of having fun behind a bar, and the idea is that maybe Betsy is going to lay across the bar or something. That doesn't really work out, but she does sit and perch, which is really cute. And all the rest of us are supposed to be standing behind her. And they've got liquor too, so we pull out all these bottles. And how I got tequila, I don't know, because I really don't drink at all. But I'm really trying to be part of this effort. So I got a chance to talk to Betsy a little bit about her brand as we were just concluding the photo shoot.
Oh,
you remember this,
gosh.
right?
Yeah, I do.
So I still have this. What I'd like to do is get it framed, because I just thought it was such a good shot of the skirt.
Oh, yeah.
pretty silhouette.
Also, I was thinking of like featuring you in our CEO Monday post. It's called CEO Monday, and it's kind of just interviews of powerful women in DC.
I have to say that I really actually enjoyed myself today. I think from all of it, from being, even outside and cold and like hobbling along with, one shoe on, one shoe off for most of the shoot, everything worked out fine, and I think we got some really good shots.
I knew that I wanted to be a lawyer when I was really young. My first career goal, though, was to be a backup dancer. I don't know what it was. I don't know why that was my career goal. And my Nigerian mom told me that that wasn't happening because she didn't come from across seas for me to be a backup dancer, not even trying to be in the front, but in the back. So I knew that I had to be something professional. And to me, I felt like being an attorney fit my skill set the best because I love reading and I love writing. I'm transitioning right now into event planning and design. Currently, I work for event planning and design firm Taylor & Hove, and I've been getting a lot of experience that way. But I'm realizing as I continue to do different weddings, different corporate events and stuff like that, that I'm gonna have to drop the planning part and just stick with the design because that's what I enjoy most. So first off, in the meeting we were talking about one of our bridal clients. Sometimes it's a little difficult designing for our clients because they think that they're one way when they're really another. So my goal is to get their design concept and, well, to take pieces of who I think that they are, get their design concept and package it, and so present it to them. Our client was showing me cowboy boots and stuff, so I thought she wanted to hold down in the middle of DC. Apparently not. She believes that she is a DC hipster, and so now I'm researching the matter because I don't know what a hipster is like that. I don't have DC hipster friends, so I didn't know what that was. And so part of the meeting we're talking about that.
So when I wanted you to look up hipster, I wanted you to look up hipster wedding decor. Okay, because it's wedding specific. Them as a people is like, it's hard to put them into a box when their whole thing is I want to be different. So I'm gonna wear a loose braid and my hair out instead of, they're like the modern hippie if you want to think of it that way. They're usually very eco-friendly and they like everything simple.
So we're just going back and forth about that. So that's what we were doing.
My name is Chelsea Rogers. I am originally from Macon, Georgia. I moved to Washington, D.C. 9 years ago. I actually came here for law school. I knew I wanted to be a lawyer when I was in middle school because it was actually part of my grand plan to be president of the United States. I would go to college, go to law school, get involved in politics, run for office, be the first black female president. I had it all planned out back then, minus a couple $1 billion of campaign money and stuff. That's what actually brought me to Washington, D.C. was going to law school here at Howard Law, which was an amazing experience. Such a welcoming and warm environment. It taught you more than just the law. It taught you the importance of building a strong network of colleagues. So in addition to law, I do a variety of things, a lot that I actually developed out of my years of competing in pageants. I do a lot of inspirational speaking. I love to talk to young girls about building healthy self-esteem. I model in DC, which is something I never thought I'd be able to do. Girls my size aren't really your typical model, but it's been an awesome experience. And then I sing.
I was lost, now I'm free.
So I'm really excited. Today is the big day. It is the 4th annual Morehouse Howard Football Classic here in DC at RFK Stadium. And I've been invited back to sing. I've actually been trying to perform at the games since they first started it in 2011. And unfortunately, I got bumped for Raheem Devon. Fair enough. He has out a couple albums. I don't. I can understand that. But last year I was actually invited by Events DC to sing the Negro National Anthem, and it was such an amazing experience. And so when they invited me back again this year, I could not resist. I mean, Well, I stayed in my rain bonnet for most of the time, but I thought about my mom and what she would say, and I finally decided just go out there, let your hair down, even in the rain, and just soak it up. So literally soak it up. So when it was time to perform, I went out there and literally the rain stopped. Thanks, Lord. I know you heard my prayers. It was just awesome to look right there in that moment on the 50-yard line between two of the most historic and prominent HBCUs performing in front of my peers, my colleagues, my Spelman sisters, my Morehouse brothers, my Howard family, my presidents from all of the colleges. It was awesome, and I'm just grateful.
Today we're actually going to go to Becky's Fund's annual event at the Italian Embassy. Becky's Fund, for those that you don't know, it's a local organization that actually has a national exposure as it relates to combating against domestic and dating violence. She uses professional athletes in the DC area to walk the show every year. So we'll try to get like soccer players, hockey, basketball, football. We'll try to get, players from all sports in the DC area to come out, walk in the show, and raise funds. And so I'm excited to be here tonight. Everybody is dressed up, and it's going to be a great event. This is the Italian Embassy. It's on Wisconsin Avenue in the uptown part of Washington, D.C. You have the vice president who lives literally blocks away. But everyone is here now, and we enjoyed actually taking pictures on the red carpet. They even had a wall for us where we could make a stand against domestic violence and do a pledge signature. I enjoyed the musical acts, and obviously the finale show with the athletes. The professional models were great. Actually, one of the professional models was a girlfriend of mine who I met through my sister, who also is a makeup artist. So the event turned out great. I'm glad that I, stuck it through. It would have been nice to have a seat. I didn't get a seat that I was promised, but it's all good. The show was only 20 minutes. But I'm happy that my interns were able to help, and we were actually able to enjoy the show.